All right, we are already in Chapter 8, Section 1 of the 8th grade book, Volumes of Cylinders. Now, we've already found the surface area of a cylinder. We are now going to find the volume. Here's your key idea below. And I'm going to cut myself off here. So, all you do is to find the volume of a cylinder is to take the product of the area of the base. Now in a cylinder, the base is a circle, and you multiply that by the height. So you're probably thinking, isn't that the same formula for a prism? You're right. But we're going to actually plug in something. In a prism, the base can be anything. But in a cylinder, what must the base always be? That's right, it's a circle. So instead of base area, I can plug in the area of a circle, pi r squared. So that will be the formula that you will always use for volume of a cylinder. Repeat after me. Pi r squared multiplied by height. Say it. Repeat it with me now. The volume equals pi r squared multiplied by the height. Don't forget that. Example number 1. Find the volume of the cylinder. What's the formula? Pi r squared multiplied by the height. I plug in pi, which is 3.14, and so on and so forth. Once again, the best way to plug in would be the actual value of pi. So I'm going to leave it as pi multiplied by 3 squared multiplied by the height, which is 6. That would give me 9 times 6, which is 54 pi. That would be your answer in terms of pi. But 54 pi is approximately 169 and 6/10 meters cubed. And the reason why it's cubed is because you have a meters here and a meters here. Meters to the second power is meters squared times meters, which gives you meters cubed. So let's find the height of the cylinder given the volume. Volume equals pi r squared multiplied by the height. If I plug in the volume, that's 314, equals pi, multiplied by the radius squared, and it looks like the diameter is 10, so the radius is 5 squared, height. So here it says round our answer to the nearest whole number, and it looks like we know that they've used pi, so I'm just going to plug in 3.14. Multiplied by 25h. So if I multiply, grab my calculator here, 3 and 1400ths times 25, 78.5h. Division property of equality, I can divide both sides by 78.5. So 314 divided by 78.5 gives me 4. So the height is 4 inches. And actually it'd be approximately 4 inches since I already rounded pi. These two examples, if you wanted to do them on your own, the first one would give you 240 pi, which is approximately 754 cubic feet. And number 2 would give you 11 divided by pi as the height, which is approximately 3.5 centimeters. Example 3. How much salsa is missing from the jar? And actually, that sounds really good right now. I could actually go for some salsa. Pi r squared multiplied by the height. Well, I only want this region right here, so it's a smaller cylinder. So that smaller cylinder would have a height 10 minus 4 of 6 centimeters. So I would do pi radius squared multiplied by the height. And 25 times 6 gives me 150 pi, which is approximately 471 cubic centimeters is how much salsa is missing. Example number 4. About how many gallons of water does the water cooler bottle contain? Knowing that 1 cubic feet is approximately 7.5 gallons. Step 1, el volume. Step 2, I plug it in. So what's the radius? Good, it's a half. The height is 1.7. And so if I multiplied that, that'd give me 425 thousandths pi, which is approximately 1.3352 cubic feet. Well, if 1 cubic feet is 7.5 gallons, I just multiply by 7.5 gallons, and that would give me about 10 gallons of water. And that would be my answer.